The following formula from physics relates the velocity v of sound to the temperature T. V is equal to V naught divided by the square root of the quantity 1 minus kT. A. Approximate V to the nearest tenth if V naught equals 50, K equals 0.01, and T equals 30. We'll use the formula and substitute the given values in order to approximate V. So we have V is equal to 50 divided by the square root of 1 minus 0.01 times 30. Simplifying, the radicand becomes 0.7, so we have 50 divided by the square root of 0.7, which rounding to the nearest tenth is approximately equal to 59.8. B. Solve the formula for T. Once again, the formula is V equals V naught divided by the square root of the quantity 1 minus K times T. To solve for T, we need to isolate T on one side of the equation. First, we'll multiply both sides of the equation by the square root of 1 minus kT in order to eliminate the fractions. When we do that, we have V times the square root of 1 minus kT is equal to V naught. We'll then divide both sides of the equation by V in order to begin isolating T. We have the square root of 1 minus kT is equal to V naught over V. T is still inside the radical, and so we'll need to square both sides of the equation in order to solve for T. So we square both sides, and we have 1 minus kT is equal to V naught squared divided by V squared. Now we'll subtract 1 from both sides of the equation. We have negative k times t is equal to V naught squared divided by V squared minus 1. We'll then rewrite the right side of the equation as a single rational expression by noting that 1 is equal to V squared over V squared. So obtaining that common denominator and then subtracting, we have negative kt is equal to V naught squared minus V squared, all divided by V squared. Finally, to completely isolate T, we'll divide both sides of the equation by negative K. So we have T is equal to V naught squared minus V squared, all divided by negative V squared times K. Note that we can also write this by multiplying both the numerator and denominator by negative 1. We can write this as T is equal to V squared minus V naught squared, all divided by V squared times K.